Hello and welcome to Community Reports. Glad you could join us. This week we are back to the streets, this time somewhere in the southwest region of Nigeria, where we have a story of a one-stop marketplace that has not just grown to become a reference place for clothing, materials, and other goods and services, but have become a community of some sort with social economic impact on its immediate community and other parts of the country. Sit back, watch, and enjoy the beats on the popular Aswani market, a 38-year-old market in Lagos State. I'm your host, Olu Phillips.
The hustle, the bustle, the tenacity, the love, the crowd, the expectations, the fulfillment, the determination, adrenaline rush, everyone about their business, but converged on one ground, in one parameter, one location. This is the story of Aswani Market, carefully tucked in the ancient city of Isolo, one of the constituent parts of the former 5 divisions that made up Lagos State.
There are two big dividing lines between the Isolo community and the Isolo local council development area. The Isolo community was part of the old Oshodi Isolo local government. Old Oshodi Isolo local government was part of Mushin local government. But today, as you have Isolo community outside, within Isolo local council development area, a lot has happened progressively. You know how many roads were tarred in those days. You know that there was poor road network in those days. You know that what we had was just Lagos State Polytechnic. Now we have LASU, Lagos State University Annex around there. We can count the number of industries around Isolo. We can now see the number of industries that are here. In the wider context of Isolo local council development area, you now see an urbanized LCD in Isolo. Urbanized because it is the direction of investors. If you want to invest in tourism industry, hotel, hospitality industries, Isolo is the best place to come because it is the nearest to the international airport in Lagos and not too far away from the seaport. So geographically, Isolo is well located. And for this reason, investors are taking advantage of that.
Aswani Market remains in history as one of the popular clothes center in Lagos, comparable to none, unique in its own right, meeting needs from generation to generation.
While Farombi Aswani International Market has been in existence since 1979, the market started at the Aswani Textile Industry along Badagry Express Road. The market started inside the premises of that factory. How? The textile dealers attended that factory. They bought their goods. They sold it within the premises there. Later they started to increase. That is why they are increasing. Okay, what do we do now? We are more than 100, we are more than 200. Let's start something. Hence the resolve to start Aswani International Market right inside that premises, that factory. But, you know, the premises could not contain them again. They came out of the premises, the textile industry, to the present position where Aswani International Market is today. They started to multiply, I mean the traders. Then they chose among themselves who to lead them. They had the first Iyaloja in 1979, far back, 79. They started there, the Iyaloja was with them, then, you know, they started with textile in the textile materials. Later, everything came into being. Krika, Ankara, lace materials, and the rest of so many things that is different from textile materials. Traders came, they trooped in from all nooks and corners, cranny of a Lagos state. They came as far as Ghana, Ivory Coast, Togo here, to observe that Aswani market. They started to observe it at the interval of 8 days, which is nicknamed Aswani Gbami Odunde. Aswani, please help us. We are here again. Aswani Gbami Odunde. That is how the whole thing started, like that.
As a community within a larger community, whether you trade or come around to pick up goods of choice, Aswani Market's uniqueness is best described by its loyalists, a list that keeps expanding year on year.
People feel Aswani is the kind of market that you just get there, get cheap thing and get away with it. No, you get quality thing here. And then I think my mother told me Aswani was once for material. That was Ankara then. This local, don't call it local, they use it internationally now. So I think that's what I know about Aswani.
Located next door to the local council development area, that is, the Solo LCDA, Aswani Market and its host community have remained one inseparable entity, one of the pride of the Asian town, and that development for both entities is almost sacrosanct.
In this market, we pay money every week, every Tuesdays. We have a particular contribution we do to the local government. And if you calculate the amount they make in just this Tuesday, you know it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So actually, if you are saying we don't have something we are contributing to the economy, for me you're making a big mistake. Because for me, the amount they are taking from this place is enough for the local government to depend on.
Our relationship now, the relationship of this market with Isolo, is very, very encouraging. Reason is this: the land here belongs to Isolo. This land, the landowners of this present Aswani market, they are from Isolo. Apakunsuro family owns the land. Every time, every day, we put everything in consideration to satisfy them, to make them happy that they have released land for this purpose. We want them to be happy. When they see people, every Tuesday, if you come, somebody who owns something, if he sees that type of thing booming, he's going to feel happy. It will be sending blessing to people who are managing it. That is what we want. Our relationship, the market relationship with Isolo is very, very superb. And we want to maintain that. We want to make sure we maintain that status quo. Because Isolo is no pushover. We cannot address them anyhow because they are the owners of the land.